be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Cincinnati's offense will have the ball first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. Let's see if they can get it done.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. On the run, it's Pryor. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. The short hands, it's Pryor. Oh, what a cut! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Bearcats are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. Showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him. And if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Quick step and go. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver.
Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Now the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. Got the first down and still on his feet. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The inside handoff. Nice move to keep running. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. Turning it on. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. The Red Hawks of Miami looked like a serious force in a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Fitted in the window for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Give to the running back. Spins away from the defender. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The lone back's got it. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires downfield. Got him and nobody's close. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Haynes. Carrying hitting the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to the ground. The Wolverines have enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's hauled in at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
It's caught. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
That's some great toughness by the quarterback. Hanging in the pocket. Listen, knowing you're going to get smacked and still being able to deliver the football down the field. Good toughness by that quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got his man on the right. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They go to the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. Got enough for the first. There he goes!
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Looking for a gap, it's Marshall.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He got it. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Makes the grab. It's Pryor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Zings it complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He lofts one down the sideline. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. Jones to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking to throw on first down. Took a shot as he threw.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away.
Breaks into the open. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're two-down territory there, you take a shot on third and run it on fourth, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown run.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. This time he's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll move the wide receiver. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. Runs through the tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Royer. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. All points are important, guys, but that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Klein. Turns it on in midfield. Turning on the Jets. He just brought some serious... energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The give to the single back. Turning it on. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Underwood. Forced down in the pocket. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Pryor. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Jones to throw. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And the Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
Powers through the defender. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.